Listen to me carefully. I need you to wake something up inside yourself again. That version of you that was locked in. That version that didn't flinch, didn't fold, didn't drift. The version of you that showed up every single day. No excuses, no emotional negotiations, no waiting to feel ready. Nothing could knock you off your path. Nothing could steal your focus. Nothing could distract you from your mission. That version of you still exists, but you've stopped listening to him. And that's dangerous, because you're not ordinary. You were never meant to live an average life, chasing comfort, scrolling dreams, and wasting potential. You are not someone who could have been the one. You are the one. And the longer you delay stepping back into that identity, the higher the price becomes. See, big goals don't just motivate you. They ignite you. They stimulate your mind. They excite your soul. They give you something to wake up for. Without goals, life becomes a loop. Same days, same habits, same excuses, just motion with no direction. Goals are fuel. They are the fire inside the furnace of achievement. And the moment you start moving towards something meaningful, even slowly, your energy changes. Your confidence grows. Momentum begins to build. You stop feeling stuck. You stop feeling powerless. You start feeling unstoppable. Because progress, no matter how small, creates belief. Life is not a sprint. Life is a marathon, and marathons aren't easy. There will be pain. There will be days where nothing feels right. There will be resistance at every level. But winners don't wait for comfort. They press on. Press on when it's hard. Press on when it hurts. Press on when no one is clapping. Press on when you feel invisible. You say you want change, but change doesn't come from wanting. Everyone wants. Everyone has ideas. Everyone has plans. Very few execute. There will never be perfect conditions. There will never be the right time. There will only be now. So let me ask you, do you want to be a dreamer or do you want to be a doer? Because the power is not in thinking. The power is in doing. The people who act are the people who change everything. So promise me one thing. No matter how long it takes, keep going. No matter how painful it becomes, keep going. You were placed on this earth for a reason. You were not designed to blend in. You were built to excel. This grind you're in right now, it's shaping you, hardening you, forging you into who you're supposed to become. Pressure creates strength. Fire creates steel. Stop running from it. Stop being soft. Embrace the discomfort. Because if you walk through the fire, you don't come out broken. You come out cold. One good day can change everything. One day where you eat clean. One day where you hydrate. One day where you lace your shoes. Step outside and move your body. One day where you prove to yourself that you still care. Sometimes that's all it takes. One good day, then another momentum is born that way. And every night before you sleep, look yourself in the mirror and ask, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you repeat that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you won't even recognize the person staring back at you. Because here's the truth, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And hoping things will improve without action is a lie people tell themselves to feel comfortable. Your body won't change. Your life won't change. The world won't change unless you do. So what are you waiting for? Let me be honest with you. The hardest battle you will ever fight is not with the world. It's not with people. It's not with circumstances. It's with yourself. Because right now, you are at war within your own mind and body. One side of you wants comfort. It wants ease. It wants shortcuts. It wants to stay safe, familiar, and numb. The other side of you wants more. It wants growth. It wants greatness. It wants to become something undeniable. And that tension you feel, that restlessness, that frustration you can't explain, that's not weakness. That's metamorphosis. Transformation is never comfortable. It's never clean. It's never pleasant. It feels like confusion. It feels like doubt. It feels like everything falling apart. But what's really happening is everything coming together. You're not breaking down. You're being rebuilt. And when you come out on the other side of this process, you won't be who you were. You'll be who you were always meant to be. I believe something about you. I believe you're watching this at the edge of a breakthrough. I don't know why, but I feel it. You've been off lately, disconnected, out of alignment. You've been stuck in a rut, repeating the same cycles, hitting the same dead ends, questioning yourself more than usual. But that season is ending very soon, because nothing happens by accident, and you are not here by coincidence. You have a purpose, and purpose demands a process. That process is long, it's uncomfortable, it's filled with adversity, rejection, and moments where you question everything. But hardship is not a sign you're on the wrong path. Hardship is a sign you're on the right one. Extraordinary outcomes only happen to people who are willing to endure extraordinary pressure. So stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this preparing me for? This world is starving for discipline. Do you realize how easy it is today to stand out? All you have to do is, be honesty, keep your word, show up consistently. That's it. The bar is so low that discipline looks like superpower. People don't fail because they don't know what to do. They fail because they don't do what they already know. The blueprint is everywhere. Success leaves clues. Failure leaves warnings. Listen to people at the end of their lives. Listen to their regrets. Then ask yourself why you're repeating the same mistakes. Study those you admire. Copy their habits. Adopt their standards. It works. Excellence is not mysterious. It's practiced. If you are passionate and committed to becoming great, whether in art, business, science, service, or leadership, you have a moral obligation to pursue excellence, not just for you, but for the world you contribute to, for the people who will come after you, because passion plus action plus integrity creates progress. And you were born with something no one else has. Your DNA has never existed before, and it will never exist again. There is something about you that is strange, different, unique. That's not a flaw. That's the seed of your purpose. If you ignore it, it dies. If you nurture it, it grows. Your energy, your character, your humor, your curiosity, your dislikes, your obsessions. That inner voice you keep silencing, that's your compass. Listen to it. Ask yourself, why did I get out of bed today? Why do I do what I do? What am I actually living for? Because life is not about things. Life is about people, love, time, death. These three connect every human being on earth. Everything we chase is rooted in them. We want love. We wish for more time. And we fear death. That's why wasting your life hurts so deeply. It's natural to doubt yourself. But if you push through that doubt and do the work anyway, you'll be fine. Remember this, if you want to be exceptional, you cannot fit in. You don't get both. When you fit in, you suffer internally because you're betraying yourself. When you stand out, you suffer externally because others don't understand you. Choose your discomfort. When people say, you've changed, what they really mean is, you've grown, and it makes me uncomfortable. Pressure reveals who you are. And if you're anything like me, you need that pressure. You need resistance. You need challenge. You need discomfort, because that's what wakes you up. That's what reactivates that dormant fire inside you. And once you reconnect with that part of yourself, the part that craves meaning, challenge, and legacy, you realize something powerful. There is nothing you cannot overcome. As long as you stay connected to that energy, as long as you stay focused on purpose, not pleasure, nothing can stop you. Let me ask you something, and don't answer this lightly. How many promises have you broken to yourself this week? Think about it. The alarm you snoozed, the workout you skipped, the work you said you'd do later, the discipline you postponed. Now ask yourself this: how did breaking those promises make you feel? Because every single time you tell yourself you're going to do something, and then you don't, a small part of yourself belief dies quietly, slowly, almost invisibly. And that's the most dangerous part. You don't even notice it happening. You think you're just skipping the gym, but what you're really skipping is the chance to prove to yourself that you're reliable. You think you're just resting today, but what you're really doing is training yourself to break your own word. These losses don't come all at once. They stack, tiny defeats day after day, until one day you wake up feeling weak, unmotivated, and unsure of who you are. And you don't know why. This is why. Because confidence isn't built by big wins. It's built by keeping small promises when no one is watching. Let me be clear about something. This is not about motivation. Motivation is a liar. It shows up when it feels like it and disappears the moment things get hard. If you're waiting to feel ready, you'll be waiting forever. Discipline is different. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't make excuses. Discipline says, do it anyway. And discipline will take you places motivation never could. Imagine waking up every morning knowing you can trust yourself, knowing that when you say something will get done, it will. That level of self-trust is rare, and it is powerful. This isn't about perfection. You will mess up, you will miss days, you will fail. Failure does not make you a failure. Quitting does. The key is refusing to let one bad moment turn into a bad week, one bad week turn into a bad year, one bad year turn into a wasted life. Discipline is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And the stronger it gets, the easier it becomes to win the battles that used to defeat you. Start small. One non-negotiable habit. One promise you keep no matter what. No debate, no emotion, no excuses. And track your wins. Write them down, because those small victories compound. That's how people become unstoppable. Not because they're special, but because they refuse to lose to themselves. And let me tell you something about failure. Failure is not optional. Failure is required. Greatness demands it. Every single person you admire has failed more times than you can count. They didn't succeed because they avoided failure. They succeeded because they learned from it. There is a difference between failing and being a failure. Failing is an event. Being a failure is a decision. Failure is feedback. It teaches you. It sharpens you. It hardens you. Pain doesn't destroy you. It builds you. If you avoid failure, you avoid growth. And the fear of failure is the number one reason people never try. But listen carefully, you cannot move forward without failing. It's impossible. Life is a game with losses built into it. You will lose points. You will lose rounds. You will lose seasons. That does not define you. What defines you is whether you stay in the fight. Every time you fall, you're given a choice. Stay down or get stronger. And the people who win are not the ones who never fall. They're the ones who keep standing back up. You don't go back once this journey starts. You only move forward. Try again. Fail better. Ask yourself this: what if you became the person no one thinks you can be? The hardest choices require the strongest will. And here's the truth most people never understand: failure is necessary for greatness. Michael Jordan missed more shots than most people ever take. They don't write about his misses. They write about his wins. But the wins were built on thousands of failures. Work like someone is trying to take everything from you. Because someone is. The world doesn't care how tired you are. It doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your emotions. Complacency kills. If you ever quit, don't lie to yourself. You didn't quit because you hit a limit. You quit because you decided to stop pushing. And that lie people tell you. It's not that simple. That's how they get you to give up. Because here's the truth. It is simple. Not easy, but simple. Do the work every day, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. This moment, right now, is the only moment where action can happen. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, if not now, when? Your entire life has led you to this exact point. And if you stay where you are, the clock will keep ticking. 5 years from now, you'll be older. And if nothing changes, you'll be more miserable. So make a decision. Give the next 90 days of your life to your future self, not the comfortable version of you, the stronger one. 3 months of consistent action can change an entire year, and 1 year can change your life. One step, then another, then another. Even when you feel empty, even when you feel tired, even when you feel like you have nothing left. Because growth happens when you take that one more step. Everything in your life right now is the result of past actions. Accept that and you gain control. Avoid that truth and you stay stuck. Short-term comfort creates long-term pain. Short-term pain creates long-term freedom. Everything you want is on the other side of discomfort. This is a marathon made of sprints, and the finish line keeps moving. That's life. But the ones who win are the ones who keep moving. Nobody is coming to save you. Let that sink in. No one is going to do the work for you. No one is going to carry your pain. No one is going to live your life, fight your battles, or fulfill your potential. That privilege and that burden belongs to you. You are allowed to suffer. You are allowed to struggle. You are allowed to fall. And you are required to rise over and over again. This is what it means to be alive. Growth does not come without loss. Confidence does not come without failure. Strength does not come without pain. No one can experience those things for you. This is your initiation. And if you keep running from discomfort, you will spend your entire life running from yourself. Optimism is not pretending everything is fine. Optimism is standing in the middle of difficulty and saying, I don't know how long this will last, but I know who I am. Real optimism allows reality to exist and chooses action anyway. Now listen carefully. The present moment is the only place where power lives. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Now, if you keep waiting for the perfect time, you will wait your entire life. This moment right here is what you've been preparing for. Your whole life has been quietly shaping you for this decision. And every second you hesitate, you're paying a price. 5 years from now, you will be older. That part is guaranteed. The only question is, will you be proud or full of regret? Give the next 90 days to your future self, not the version of you that wants comfort, the version of you that wants legacy. Commit to something today that you'll thank yourself for a year from now. Because 3 months discipline can change the direction of your life. You don't need to overhaul everything. You need urgency. High performers don't wait around. They act fast. They move with intention. They execute, develop a reputation for speed and dependability. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Excellence is not loud. It's consistent. Day by day, it may feel like nothing is changing, but everything is compounding. Progress is invisible until it isn't. Stop letting old stories trap you. The story you tell about your life becomes your life. And sometimes growth requires you to unknow yourself, to release the version of the story that kept you safe, but also kept you small. Rewrite it from a higher perspective. Because once you realize you can influence the future, you unlock the most powerful emotion a human can feel: hope. Most people live in quiet desperation. They're anxious, unfulfilled, disconnected, not because they're incapable, but because they've forgotten who they are. You were not created to become someone. You were created as someone. Your next level is not outward, it's inward. No one will rescue you. No one will make it easy. That's not cruelty, that's dignity. You get to earn your strength, and when things get hard, and they will, remember this: you are not failing. You are learning. Failure is temporary. Giving up is permanent. And the heaviest weight you will ever carry is knowing the person you could have been, but chose not to become. So decide, be different now, or wish you were different later. Between you and greatness is a long stretch of uncomfortable work. Fill it. One promise kept, one hard choice made, one step forward every day. Because success doesn't care what you say. It only responds to what you do. If success had been watching you for the last 7 days, would it be impressed, or would it see words without action? Break that cycle. Stop betraying yourself. When you break a promise to someone else, it hurts them. When you break a promise to yourself, it destroys you. Change yourself, and you change everything. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. You don't need perfect conditions. You need courage. Fear will be there. Let it come. Walk forward anyway. Because you are not normal, and you were never meant to be. You were meant to build something meaningful, to live with intention, to leave a mark. So rise. This is not the end of your story. This is the moment you decide to become who you've always known you could be. Now go do the work. Do the work. And don't look back. Thank you for being with Inner Strength. If this unified story has touched your ambition, your purpose, or your American dream, stay connected with us. Don't let motivation end with a period. Let it continue with action. Subscribe to Inner Strength. Press the like button to support more powerful content. And share this message with someone across the USA who needs to hear it today. Inner Strength is here every day to remind you stay hungry, stay strong, and never stay down.